As everyone may know by now, at about 10:30 last night, a 911 call was made after two individuals went into the water and did not return. A search and rescue was initiated at that time. We are now today in a search operation. We have every asset that we have in the region deployed in the water. And with all the technology available to us, and they continue that search. They're searching a fairly broad area over here right now, and we intend to stay in the water as long as our resources can stay in the water.
James, can you just describe to us the size of the lake and then what area you're specifically focusing on?
I can't speak specifically to the size of the lake. I can say this general area right here in front of the island is the primary search area, and that's where they're scanning.
How does the heat, we're like per day, very hot temperatures, how does that play into how the search crews are able to do their job?
Sure. So they're under a lot of heat, a lot of stress. They're putting a lot of work in, but we've had tremendous help from the city and from regional assets as well. Salvation Army's down there helping everybody out too, and they're going to put in the time that they can.
I understand that the Salvation Army is actually giving out food and stuff like that to first responders and families. How much of a help is that to have them here?
It's always great to have the outreach and support for first responders in situations like this. They're working hard to do the work that they've been trained to do, and to have that additional support to make sure that they are fresh and operating at their best. It certainly is appreciated by DEEP and by everyone else.
Can you say anything about the people who actually ended up in the water? Anything about their identities?
No, I can't. I think we've released their ages, 26-year-old and the 38-year-old. Beyond that, we don't have any additional information to release.
Did you say they're
Two males.
Are they from this area?
I don't have that information right now.
And when you say, can you talk a little bit about the technology that you're using, the resources that you're deploying, and are you actually sending divers into the water?
Sure. Yeah, they've had multiple dive teams in the water. A drone was deployed. We have search dogs on boats out there right now sniffing the water surface as well. There's side scanning sonar deployed to search this lake as well. Every asset that we have is deployed in there right now.
I apologize because I'm late. Was this the case? I mean, you've obviously spoken to families. Were they going for a swim? Were they on a boat? How did they end up in the water?
Well, they were on a boat last night. They'd been in the water yesterday, and beyond that, we don't have any additional information at this time.
So they were boating in this area last night?
That's right.
Were there other people on the boat?
There were other people on the boat.
Okay, and did they fall off the boat and they reported them missing?
I don't have updated information on that. This is part also of an active investigation, and I'm sure we'll have more details at a later point in time, but right now this is the information that we have.
And sorry, what was your name? I came in late.
James Fowler, Connecticut Deep.
Okay, thank you.
Do you have information on the boat? Was it a big boat, a small boat, for the amount of people that was on it?
I don't have that information on me right now.
James, we understand that the family is here. Have you guys talked to them? How are they doing under these unfortunate circumstances?
I have not talked to the family. They are here, and we're asking everybody to give them their space and allow the search operation to continue.
At what point does this become a recovery mission and not a rescue?
This is no longer a rescue. This is a search operation.
Can you explain the difference, just for our knowledge and record, please?
We are actively searching for the individuals that are in the water. We are not in a rescue mode.
People are boating, swimming. Obviously, it's extremely hot. Can you just talk about what are some safety tips, things that people should not do?
Sure. This has been a big issue this year as well as every other year. Water safety is important. Knowing your surroundings is important. Knowing your capabilities is important. And any other factor that may contribute to you not being at the top of your ability while you're in the water is important as well. I would encourage everyone to go to the DEEP website and check out our water safety guidance. And if there are any additional questions, we can certainly arrange something with you all to discuss water safety in more detail.
Yeah, and do you happen to know, was there alcohol found on the boat, and did these people who entered the water have life jackets on?
I don't have that information at this time.
James, I know last night you guys went till about 2:30. What time do you guys anticipate to stay out until today?
I talked to the team about this. They intend to stay out as long as they can. The dogs and individuals that are in the water they will fatigue at some point in time, and they will stay. They've committed to staying out there as long as they can safely stay out there, and then they'll have to be pulled in.
Who's doing this investigation? Is it?
This is a Connecticut Deep investigation.
It is your investigation. Are you being assisted by Danbury at all?
We have support from an unbelievable cast of local resources, and everybody's been working great together. It's a privilege to work with all the other agencies, departments, and organizations, and this is no exception.
Earlier on, the Danbury Fire Chief said that this is the biggest lake in Connecticut. How, being such a big lake, how much does that hamper your efforts, trying to do this operation?
Yeah, operationally, I can't speak to the difficulty based on the size of the lake.
But no other boats allowed on the water right now, recreationally?
I think we have the boat launch closed. Danbury has a boat launch closed, and the park is closed. I'm not sure about the rest of the lake. We have encouraged the public to stay away from the area for A, safety, but B, for to not hamper the operation as well.
And sorry, did you announce names at the beginning, or I
No,
missed that?
I have not announced any names.
Do you plan to at any point today announce the names?
At this time, I have no additional information. I think that's going to be it for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you so much, James.